What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the final swing Tom Holland Spider-Man from No Way Home. Just picked this up a couple of hours ago. Let's see what we got going on. Let's check it out.
Now tuning into the encountered culture.
Anyway, stop being me, place. Counterculture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
As promised, today we are going to be checking out the Tom Holland Spider-Man from the most recent No Way Home wave. Final swing suit. Let's see what we got going on. Of course, we have a new card here, so this is a No Way Home card. Opinions about these being on cards, not a huge fan because I know what that means. It means no Build-A-Figure, but we're paying the same price. Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man. There's Tom. He looks a little concerned, worried, preoccupied. I don't know. All right, Marvel Studios, Spider-Man No Way Home, ages 4 and up. There is a nice image of your 3 Spider-Men from the movie. There it is again on the back. Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Our friendly neighborhood web slinger is unmasked, no longer able to separate his life as a high schooler from the high-stakes world of being a superhero. It's a big deal. All right, there's all your important information down at the bottom in case you need that. There's your insert as well. But let's get this guy out of the package. Fresh out of the packaging, I was so excited when we were able to find this out on the hunt today. Looking for the entire wave, or at least what I could find. This was the only figure I was able to come across, which is good. As far as the Spider-Man figures are concerned, this was the only one I was looking for. I bought that 3-pack, last year or 6 months ago, whenever that was released. So I have that. Yeah, it definitely wasn't last year. But so the other Spider-Man figures, that's kind of a wash for me. I have no intent on buying those since they are these same figures with very, very minor tweaks to them. So no need to add those. But this suit, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was waiting for. Very excited to see this pop up in the MCU again. Really looking forward to seeing this suit in action on the big screen whenever we get to that. But the figure looks nice. I like the deco on this, the paint, the colors. All looks really good, just in hand as is. So let's take a closer look. That face sculpt, the scan, looks really good. The expression is a little weird to me. I don't know. He looks like concerned, very concerned look on his face. Maybe that's what you're going for. I'm going to display him with the mask on anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much to me. Coming over here, so you do get the butterfly in the shoulder. You have all that rotation there at the shoulder area as well. Upper bicep swivel, of course. Double jointed pinless elbows, looking very sleek, nice indeed. There's your hinge down at the wrist, so you will get what you're used to as far as that's concerned. You do get the extra hands as well, so we'll take a look at those throughout the video. Other arm is going to be the same. Upper torso, you do get that nice movement all throughout there. And then you do get the lower ab crunch to go along with that. Down at the legs, he'll kick up. Yeah, you can get him to kick up pretty far. Kicking back. Let's see, you are on drop down, so you can kind of adjust that how you want, but you can't really kick back all that far. The leg will come up to just about there. Again, you are double jointed and pinless at the knees. Nothing at the upper calf or the lower. At the ankle, you do have your hinge down there and all of that typical range of motion that you are accustomed to as far as that goes. Coming and looking at the deco, I mean, the texture on the suit, that looks really nice in the red there. Web lines painted black really makes it, that just adds such a nice element to these figures. So it's a shame when they don't do it. Spider on the back is also molded on, so you do get a nice raised spider there, looking pretty good as well. And it kind of goes up through the back there, so if you do bend them a little bit, you won't lose or get a gap in the spider. Continuing on, painted web lines down there, all through the boot. Everything looks pretty good so far. All right, let's check out some of these extra hands and that extra head. As far as the head goes, so you do get a lot of motion there. This is on the so-called lollipop bell up there under the head. But you do, you get all that side to side, really a good amount. Looking down though, you're only going about that far. Looking up, you're only going back that far. So that's the same on both heads, but it does limit that motion. I do think it does give you some extra limitation there, but depending on how you're going to display, maybe that's not an issue for you at all. So I do like the drop down hips because it gives you a lot of opportunity to do some more with your posing. What I don't like about it though is the legs do get loose much faster. Also, like, you can already see some of that wear right there in the peg. So depending on like how much or what you're doing with your display, that could definitely be a quick issue, right? That could easily just pop off. These aren't known to be always the sturdiest of figures. So just wanted to point that out as well. Switching out here, so I did go with the wall crawlers. Of course, you get 2 fists, 2 wall crawlers, and 2 web slinging hands. So you do have a nice arrangement of hand options for this figure. No web effects or anything like that, so you'll have to dig through your box and pick up some of your web slinging effects from there. I'm definitely enjoying this figure, definitely impressed with how it turned out. Everything just looking really nice, no defects that I've seen on mine. Maybe, okay, well, there's a little bit of a ding, but nothing major. I'm just thoroughly impressed with the color of this blue, the way it shines. Credit where credit is due for sure. Maybe a little bit of marbling, so that would turn some people off on that. But really just impressed with the texture on the red and the painted web lines and how everything came out. This is, when it's done right, it's really done right. So kudos there. For your size comparison, I did pull the other Tom Holland, so you could see kind of how he compares. I did read that they had altered the height, so you can kind of see this version in this suit is just a little bit taller than your previous Tom Holland Spider-Man figures. And of course, this is just one version of a suit that we've seen a couple of times, so you get the idea, right? This Tom Holland figure is going to be a little bit taller than your previous ones, but I did see that he stacks up is the same height as the sort of civilian dressed Peter Parker Tom Holland from that 2-pack. So food for thought, just in case anybody needed that or was curious. And then just another quick comparison. I've seen on plenty of Reddit posts on Facebook groups, whatever, people were considering just getting this Spider-Man to use as their comic Spidey stand-in. So I did choose to back him up against the Amazing Friends 3-pack version, just so you can get an idea of how that might work in your collection if that's something that you were considering. You could definitely pull that off. I mean, I'm not one that likes to mix my MCU stuff with my comic stuff, but some people don't care. It's your collection. Do whatever you want. Who cares, right? But if you wanted just a classic suit Spider-Man, I could see this easily just being squeezed into any display and looking perfectly fine. So again, another little nugget for you to consider. All right, folks, so there you have it. There is your Tom Holland Final Swing Spider-Man from the newest No Way Home wave. A very excellent version of Spider-Man, especially for those of you who are MCU collectors or Spider-Man collectors for that matter. But this is going to find a nice spot in my little MCU display. This will be my definitive MCU Spider-Man. I can imagine for the foreseeable future. It's just such a classic look. It looks so good. So happy to add that. Happy that they are going in that direction for Spider-Man. You know, we got that little bit at the end of the movie there, but definitely looking forward to seeing that again, as I said at the beginning of the video. So we will definitely be waiting for that. Appreciate you for dropping in, checking out the video. If you've stayed this long, certainly appreciate that. If you're looking for these figures, they were street dated for today at Target. Walmart apparently has been putting them out sparingly. So good luck out there on your hunt. Hopefully you were able to find the figures that you've been looking for. If not, keep going. Good luck with it. If you got those pre-orders in, then, just hang tight. Those will get there. But it is always nice finding something out in the wild, right? So I was definitely excited about that. Don't forget to check out Instagram. Don't forget to check out Whatnot. Most importantly, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.